One bright morning, a little ant left its small hole in the ground to search for food. The world looked so big compared to its tiny legs, but the ant was not afraid. It knew that it had to find something to eat and carry it back home for the colony. The sun was shining, the air was fresh, and the fields were full of crumbs and seeds left behind by people who had a picnic the night before. The little ant walked and walked until it saw a large piece of bread lying near a stone. The bread looked like a mountain to the ant. For a moment it stood still and thought, "This is too big for me. I am too small. I cannot do this." But then the ant remembered the words of the elder ants in the colony. "Never give up. Even the smallest step can take you closer to your goal." The ant decided to try. It held the bread with all its strength and tried to lift it. The bread did not move. The ant tried to pull it, but it was too heavy. Tired and frustrated, it thought of leaving it behind and looking for something smaller. But then it whispered to itself, "You can do it. Try again." The ant bent down, pushed with its legs, and finally managed to move the bread a little. It was only a few inches, but it gave the ant hope. The ant dragged the bread slowly across the field. Every step was hard, and sometimes the bread felt heavier than before. At one point, the bread got stuck between two small stones. The ant pulled from one side and then pushed from another, but it was not moving. For a while, the ant sat on top of the bread, breathing heavily. The thought came again, "Maybe I should leave it. This is impossible." But deep inside, the ant knew it could not quit now. It said, "You can do it. If there is one way blocked, I must find another." The ant climbed down and tried pushing from the back. The bread slipped a little, but was still stuck. The ant then changed direction, pulled from the side, and finally, the bread rolled past the stones. The ant smiled inside and felt stronger than before. As the journey continued, a strong wind began to blow. The bread was light enough for the wind to push it away. It rolled far from where the ant had brought it. All of a sudden, the little ant felt its hard work disappear. For a moment, sadness filled its tiny heart. But then it looked at the bread lying ahead and thought, "If the wind pushes it away, I will chase it. I will not give up now." The ant ran quickly, climbed back onto the bread, and pulled with more energy than before. Step by step, it continued. Hours passed, and the sun began to set. The ant was tired, its legs shaking, but it never stopped telling itself, "You can do it." Finally, after a long struggle, the ant reached its home.